If Marla Grayson didn't get hers by the end of this movie, I was going to lose my shit. Welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss I Care a Lot. Available now on Netflix. Now, I went into this movie blind, and I say that because I've never seen Gone Girl. I'm not a big fan of Ben Affleck as an actor, so I seen Ben and I didn't flock like everybody else. But after this film, I do plan to watch it. Now, I am glad that I did go in blind because I had nothing to compare Rezonda's Pike performance to, which is really being compared to Gone Girl an awful lot. Before I get into how much I think she really cared in this movie and what I thought about this film, I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you guys a moment to do that, and then we're going to come back and discuss all things elderly care. Now that you guys have hopefully subscribed to see more of me, let's get into this movie. Now, before we get started, I do want to say that this movie gave me a lot of perspective on how quickly we are to dismiss the elderly, how we treat the elderly when they get, of a certain age and are considered, helpless. How we, maybe discard people, with mental illnesses, and how we can be so quickly to dismiss someone and feel like, oh, they're out of it, they're lucid, they're crazy. Hopefully after watching this film, we, get a better perspective on, the way we treat people. It had me second guessing, like, well, damn. You start to think like, where am I going to be, when I hopefully get of that age? Like, who's going to take care of me? Who's going to care a lot for me? So we start off this movie with what I'm not a big fan of, which is open narration. But it was utilized really well here, and it gave you a really good perspective on the type of character that Marla Grayson is. She's a cold-blooded, calculated, quarter-pointed caretaker. Like, she is a lioness. It really put things into perspective where her loyalties lie and where her morals are. Like, it's all about her. It's all about her needs, her ventures, her wants, her necessities, her money, her progression with her scamming business of taking advantage of the elderly. Now, she gets elderly people under her care. Hey, they're, not all there, at which she, has them committed into a facility and proceeds to auction off, their belongings, things of value, sell their homes. Even in the opening court scene, we see, just how prepared Marla is for every inconsistency. Not only do we have, someone here who says, I see you for who you are. You are using my mom. You used her. You took her things. You sold her things. You aren't taking care of her. But we also, on the other hand, we're getting on my nerve. This judge, and you just know that there are judges like this. Eating out of the palm of her hand, she would never. This is an upstanding, as far as we know, an upstanding woman with a legal business. This is all legal. This is all under the eye of, she's a, predominant caretaker. We have the documents, we have a statement, we have videos, we have doctorates. They have everything, all their ducks in a row to, you're not getting through this barrier. Once she says that you're under her care, she cares a lot. Once we get, to the plaintiff not winning, and, getting so upset, and she, call me a bitch, and crazy. Once he spat in her face and she didn't flinch, I was like, oh, that was all I needed to see. I was like, she's a damn psychopath. We also spend a lot of time in the beginning getting to see just how far her business goes, just how deep this business run. It's like a, one hand washes the other type of mentality. Not only are the nurses in on it, the doctors are in on it, the care facilities are in on it. Like, everyone is in on it. Like, there is like no way for her to fail, with everything being, aligned perfectly. So all Marla has to worry about is, finding new patients when one dies. And from what they say, they found a cherry. Someone who's, kind of old, but not too old that you have to worry about, like, how much mileage they have. I think we can get, a lot of years off of this person. Crazy. This is so sick. Like, who... You just watch this movie and you just know that there are people like this. You ever, see those crazy videos of, people being cared for in nursing facilities and they're being abused and taken advantage of and all kind of sick stuff happening. It's like, how do you do this to, So after we, finally get over how much pride Marla and her girlfriend, who's just there, like, the girlfriend was the most following detective brainwash. I was like, damn, where'd you find her? You guys are kismates, too perfect, sadistic together. But after, they found this cherry, and the doctor, doctors up these notes that says, our sweet Jennifer Peterson now. Diane Weiss playing she will forever be the sweet old Edward, the sweet lady from Edward Scissorhands. I loved her. I loved the departure from that to what we see here. It was so good. But, she goes in and she sees, you see how calculated they are. They watch these people, they plan, they take pictures. She does her homework. She, delves all the way deep into these people's background to make sure, oh my God, they don't have any family. They don't have anyone who can come and question what we're doing. Perfect. She is just so calculated. Man, I'm kind of excited now to watch Gone Girl with what we saw here. It was just like, she is good. This whole Karen thing she got happening. Now, before Jennifer Peterson's body is even, cold, sitting in a warm chair, knitting a sweater in the facility yet, they are already, delving into her things, auctioning off things, selling the house, and also finding a safe deposit box with diamonds in it. And that's when I was like, pause. Now, you find this millions of dollars worth of, and she doesn't blink an eye. She's, well, we don't... She was so fearless in this movie. I was like, damn it, like, is she the T-19? Like, is she the Terminator? How is her brain working in this movie? But you don't see, Jennifer put up much of a fight first. She's following, she's complacent, and, she's, chill. But once she realizes that, there's more than meets the eye here. There's something going on with this facility. There's something not right about me being here. But Marla has done this so many times. It's almost like, a script of things to do. We do this, we say this, show up with the balloons, let me call first. She's perfect. Like, she's sick and perfect at the same time. This kind of reminded me of, the White Tiger film that I just reviewed recently, with the protagonist just being awful. And you not rooted. Unlike White Tiger, I rooted for him. I didn't have a caring bone. I didn't care a lot for Marla at all. I didn't identify with her at all. I didn't feel her need, for her riches and progression. I want to be a higher up. I want to be a lioness. I want to be a boss. I was just like, ugh. I didn't like her from the point that she showed up, with her little yellow suit on, with her little white sneakers, and stepped into the house. Like, oh God, I could sell that. I was like, ugh, get her out of my face. Get her and her little bob out of my face. Now, everything is going according to plan. They've kept her away from her phone. They've managed to, keep her, sedated and all these, med. She is in control of everything. She got, got the diamonds. Good, everything's going good. Until her son shows up. Not only does she have a relative, but she has a son who is in a very high position. We don't know what he does exactly, but you know, we see the henchmen around him with his little cute self. That little ponytail was killing me. We see that and we're like, we don't know what he does, but it's important. They need to watch their backs. After the son realizes, you know, this is where his mom is, and he sends the once they sent the lawyer, the shark, and this is when I was like, okay, she's crazy. I know you were a psycho before, but you're like really a psycho now. You're like one flew over the cuckoo's nest psycho. Once, you know, you saw, you know, the shark come in, and, you know, you saw at this point what the son was about, which he was so great portraying the son. You see what they were willing to do to get her out of the facility. They already, you know, have threatened your life, but they also offered you money. No, I want $10,000. What, you want what? To see how dismissive she was, you know, puffing on that vape and, you know, not batting an eye. I hope I never run into her. But you see how far Marla is willing to go. It's not just about the money to her. It's a game. It's about, you know, winning. I need to win. I need to be the best. She has something to prove to everyone. Like, I was just sitting like, girl, take the money. Take the money. But, you know, we continue to see her be so dismissive of everything in the level of shit that she is getting herself into and not scared at all. And it's like, well, damn, girl, do you think these whole ass diamonds just fell from the sky? This is clearly above what you're used to dealing with. But she has such a ledge to, no, I have to. I'm not, why would I give her back to you? Why would I release her? She's mine. It's like a whole God complex. Now, get into, you know, the midway through the movie. It is the perfect mixture of, you know, like a dark comedy and the intense scenes. I love the levels that they got here. It was so perfect. It was still, you know, enough for you to be invested and, you know, for things to be really intense. But also there were moments, you know, that were laughable and, you know, that also created suspense. That was really great here. But once she, you know, goes to get more information, like I'm gonna go to the source to see who she is and what she's about, because clearly I don't know what I'm dealing with here. And she's so out of it. Jennifer is so out of it and so sedated and so, you know, medicated to the point that she's slurring, but she still holds enough to go, you know, you're in trouble. I'm not telling you shit. Let me out of here. I loved it. I love her. Like, we just needed some more of her. I don't feel like we got enough of her here. We needed some more Diane Wiest here. Love you, Diane. We get into, you know, the son doing any and everything to get his mom back and released from this facility. Not only has, you know, he hired the lawyer, but they, you know, at this point had, you know, they even, you know, went out of their way to kill the doctor. We threatened, she is not letting up. She is not letting up. And at this point, I was like, you know, where is this story going to go with her not letting up? At this point, we have been informed, you know, this is, you know, the Russian mafia. We don't know exactly what's going on, but we know that these are dangerous men. And she does not care. So I was thinking, oh, they're going to kill her. Right? Right? And we even see her, you know, one up that situation after, you know, almost being caught, Jennifer almost getting away, you know, running away with her son. He was so cute in the car in every situation where he was missing his mom. He's like, I'm just trying to get my mom, eat some pastries, you know what I'm saying? But she, you know, even one-ups that situation, goes out of her way to, you know, insult Jennifer, you know, say, I own you. You're going to die here. I control her, which she does. I control everything. Your food, I love, you know, that little sadistic scene where she was like, yeah, I want her, no solids, oatmeal, 1 up, 1 down, 2 naps, 30 minutes, like essentially turning this into prison, like, and you can tell like she's done this before, and it's just like, but she, you know, edges her on, and when she choked, I was like, yeah, kill her. kill her. I like rolled in so much of me just wanting them to kill her. Like, no, we don't want you to hurt her. We don't want her to, you know, pay for her crimes and have her in prison. She was just so unlikable. It's just like, take her out now. But no, she has that camera there and she sets that up to make it look like she's just so unstable. And the same dumbass judge, that judge, like, he could have went with her. Has her full on committed to a mental facility. Once we get towards the end and we've made it, you know, all the way through, you know, the cat and mouse game and them not really getting anywhere and the son just kind of, you know, giving up. Even after, you know, they killed the doctor, she's just like, oh, they're killing. And, you know, girlfriend's like, you know, pack a bag. We're in over our head. Like, I was low-key waiting for, you know, some common sense to happen and for the girlfriend to be like, you know, no, this is more than I bargained for. I don't want any parts of this. You need to stop. You need to release her. No. Just along for the ride. But we get all the way, you know, through all of those things and we finally get to the son just giving up. Like, no, she needs to be taken out. She's not listening. And kidnapping her. This is when things got, you know, a little loose. It was, you know, a consecutive story so far, and not that it got bad at that point. It just got really really outlandish and really, I know it's comedy, but so laughable that I think it kind of took away from the story. It kind of took me out of it that, you know, she everything just started happening at convenience for Marla. Like, you know, not only does she get kidnapped, but she, you know, she escapes, you know, wakes up just in time, holds her breath, you know, for 20 minutes underwater and doesn't drown, you know, stuff like that. But I love that scene when she does get kidnapped and you just see how uncaring she is, because he's like, you know, and he, you know, says what he says a lot, you know, I hate you. I don't like you. I don't like you. I hate you. You're scary. But she, you know, hey, this is your mom. You don't tell me where those diamonds are and release my mom. You gonna get your mom. Oh, kill her. I don't care about that cunt. Dang. I was low-key waiting for them to, you know, go, you know, we have your girlfriend. Because, you know, at this point, they had captured her, too. I thought she was going to, you know, throw her under the bus. Like, she's disposable. Because what, at the end of the day, what does Marla care about besides herself? But they, you know, I love that scene because she was just so unweighed. And he's like, you know, hey, kill her, make it look like an accident. Not only did we not kill her and she got away, you know, unscathed, a little scarring and losing a tooth, but she shows up just in time to, you know, pull the girlfriend from the burning house that's about to explode. Like, got real convenient. But I was still good. Still good. Still good. Getting more into, you know, things being really surreal. Once we got to it didn't ruin the film for me, but stuff was so grounded to begin with. I thought there would be, you know, such a much bigger payoff with, you know, being the Russian mafia and them not afraid, you know, to actually kill anyone. Her being, you know, her and the son being, you know, a Jane Doe, you know, with stolen names and all this trafficking and drugs. Like, I was waiting, you know, for shit to go up another notch, and then everything just conveniently happened to work in Marla's favor. And it was, you know, I was like, oh, this is not what I expected, but cool. I wanted some more Diane Wiest. But we see her, you know, calculate this whole plan, and I'm like, this is actually working. She's actually doing this. And of course the girlfriend's beat up, bloody. I'm down. Oh, girl. Down ass chick all the way. But she goes and, you know, kidnaps him and, you know, leaves him, you know, stranded, naked, and it's just, this actually worked. You actually got in and, you know, tased and okay. Once we got to the point of him, you know, waking up and him, you know, being a Jane Doe and he's, you know, in her care, it was like, this is where we're going with this. Honey, I just knew Diane Wiest was, you know, going to get some wind beneath her wings, and that son was going to, something. I wanted her to get got so bad at that point. This was just not disappointing, but it was like, ain't nobody going to get her. I want to see her go. But I thought, you know, at this point, this is a setup when she, you know, goes, I'm going to make your life a living hell pretty much, or, you know, you can give me this $10 million. He says, you know, you can get this 10 million or we can work together and make this a whole chain of, you know, nationwide Grayson, you know, elderly care. That's where we're going with it. You're not going to get her. You're not going to get her. Okay. But, you know, we go through this, you know, whole span of, you know, time passing and them there, but no Diane Wiest at I was like, where is Diane? We do see her get released from the facility, but it's like we spent so much time and I had invested so much time in Diane. I wanted to see some more Diane. Jennifer. But we didn't. Cool. But we, you know, end off with, you know, her becoming a whole trillionaire and she's in the news and everything's blowing up. And I was just so like, this where we gonna end with this? But I was saved, y'all. I was saved by a little baby in the beginning. This bitch, I love how he wrote. It was like Real Boys in the Hood, how he wrote up on her. Like, like, bitch, my mother died in that facility. Boom. I was like, oh, I had never been so, I'm gonna say never. I haven't been that excited in a while to see a character die. I was so excited. I was like, yeah. She not gonna, you know, live long. This is not Spock. She doesn't get to live long and prosper. She needs to die. She needs to go. And she did. And I love how, you know, her wife at this point, oh no, please no, you need to live. Why? Why she need to live? Why? Nothing about this character warranted us wanting her to live, and I loved it. But you guys, that was my take on the movie. I did care a lot for this film. I did enjoy it. You know, towards the end, it did get a little free with the plot. But I guess, you know, that went along with the comedy because it was very funny. But I just expected a bigger payoff for, I'm like, damn, these Russian mob, they sure can't kill nobody. I didn't know it was so hard to kill 2 people. Or, you know, the inconsistency of why, you know, we could just, you know, boom, shoot the doctor in the head. But, you know, specifically for those 2, we need to make it look like accidents. Okay. The plot's got a plot. But you guys, I did enjoy this movie. I do recommend that you watch it. Please drop down below and tell me what you thought about it. I'm going to go and watch Gone Girl. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.